welcome to Toy Break, episode 199. I'm Aileen.
I'm George.
I'm Sket-One.
kaNO, what up?
What? It's like half of your herd is in the house.
Word.
We'll talk about that in just a second. But, in the meantime, Toy Break is your weekly internet show all about the wonderful world of toys. We do news, we do reviews, all about things like designer vinyl, plush, action figures, collectibles, events, how-tos. We bring artists like these guys to you. We'd like to start out by thanking our sponsors, like Grumpy Bert,
Happy Panda Toys,
Art Attack Toys,
Dragatomi,
Tenacious Toys,
Fuzzy Balls Apparel,
Super Power Collectibles,
Bitbots,
Time Bandits,
ESC Toy, more art than toy,
Button Lab,
3 Dr. Etro.
and Pay Saber. Thank you so much for all of that. And we also have a contest going on, yes?
We do. It's the Flesh-Eating Zombie Plush Contest, provided by zombiesandtoys.com. Go there for all your zombie needs.
And zombie toy needs.
And toy needs. You can win this delightfully undead brain eater by posting a picture of your favorite zombie in the forum, in the collection contest section on the forum. I said the forum twice, but...
And to get to the forum, you go to toybreak.com and click
Yes.
forum.
Deadline is January 25th, so just show whatever's in your collection that is your favorite zombie. Because we want this to go to someone who likes zombies.
Why do people like zombies so much?
I don't know.
Zombies, post-apocalyptic, I mean, what's the deal?
I think the fascination with zombies is that they used to be human. Like, all these other monsters, even though they might be, human formish, kind of, they're not really human. Like, Creature from the Black Lagoon, you're like, well, that's not really a human.
I got you.
Like, there's all these things where you're like, you can separate it, but a zombie was distinctly, like if Sket turns into a zombie right now, you're like, dude, that's Sket, though.
I got you.
I'm scared.
It's
but
fascinating.
No, you're not into that.
not so much. It's a nice... Thanks for the description, though. But,
Come on!
I don't know. Well, you know what? Let's
I'm
put
not
it out
too
to
much
let's put it out to the audience and show in the show notes for this episode for 199 on the forum. Tell us why you're interested in the zombies. Tell us what's and then when this goes up, we can find out why people like zombies.
I like it.
I mean, Shaun of the Dead was funny. That was a funny movie, but I feel like...
But that's a comedy, and you like it because it's a comedy, not necessarily
No,
because
I
it's
just
zombies.
thought it was okay. Yeah, maybe it's just... Maybe I'm just not that much of a fan of, like, the horror stuff.
You're a hater, dude.
I get scared, man.
Just a
I
hater.
get scared.
I get scared.
Get someone to hold your hand.
I watched Pet Sematary. That little boy,
Yeah.
scary dude.
It's scary. That's scary stuff.
Caleb.
Caleb,
Dude. Oh,
I know
that's
Caleb.
some creepy stuff right there.
I know Caleb.
It was cutting the
When he cut
the
the
Achilles.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the scene.
That's
Yeah.
how people get done.
Can't deal
It
with
is.
that. All right, we have a couple donations to thank for.
Okay.
We have Lauren from New Jersey, Jonas from Sweden, Adam from Japan, and Daniel from Tennessee. Thank you so much for your donations. We really appreciate it. We're actually, you may not know, but episode 199 right now is being filmed during our 24-hour live toy break.
True.
Which these two were kind enough to come by.
In front of a live
Grace
studio
us.
audience.
Grace
So
us
if you
with
see
their
us
presence,
looking
yes.
off and laughing, it's
Studio
because
audience,
Yeah,
clap.
it's because
people are doing funny things.
See, it's real.
Right.
It's real.
Usually nobody's here for these recordings, but, you know, I Twittered that I was going to be here, so all these
Everybody
guys
had to
showed
show up
It's
to
true.
see
It
him
was
in
rad.
person.
No. There you go. You see? See what happens?
Well, should we talk about who you guys are? And
Yeah.
Woo! Let's
Sket-
talk about it.
So Sket's been on the show before, so some people might know who he is a little bit. I'm going to let you go second because
Whoa.
kaNO hasn't been
Yeah,
here yet.
yeah,
So
no.
You're second
oh,
to kaNO now.
that's
Just
you know
because
what?
people-
I'm totally comfortable with that.
So
See?
kaNO, let's
Because
talk
I know,
about kaNO
I know
for
the
a
real
second.
deal. Absolutely comfortable.
The
with
one
it.
thing we know about kaNO is he's never had a dunny. That's the first thing we've heard, right?
Wow.
It's true.
Another thing is that George...
It's true.
It's true. Another true thing is that George is sitting on the other side of the sofa, and I'm sitting over here for a reason, so I can bust moves with this girl.
Oh.
What's up?
What can I say? I mean,
See,
look
see,
at
see.
kaNO. Come on. How can you say no to that?
So no, I'm just
Hater.
I'm,
Hater.
I'm saying that because that's something that's often talked about on Your Herd Show, which is a show you guys
Oh,
do.
yeah,
I've heard of that.
So tell us
I
a little
have
about Your Herd Show and how you guys, or why you started that, or what's going on with that.
Well, most of the people know what I do. I'm, artist and design toys and do stuff, paintings and all that.
All that.
You know, all
It's
that.
pretty much, 9 to 5. I do cartoons. I work in an animation studio.
You quit at 5?
And then,
That's That's nice.
I quit like at 3.
3 to 5, he's just coasting.
I quit like at 3. Forget it. But now we're at Animation Studio, and after that, after work, I pretty much just hustle on my paintings and my toys, and it's all the stuff that keeps me artistically motivated, and excited, just to do projects and shows, and that's pretty much it. You know, whatever medium, toys, paintings, canvases, whatever it is, I just do it, stay happy.
What made you jump from
happy.
paintings
I like
to
that.
toys? Like, what brought that
What
on?
made me jump from what?
Painting, like you were doing 2D stuff, because you're more of a 2D artist. You're not a sculptor, correct?
Yes.
So what made you, what brought about the jump into the toy world?
The toy world came because I was feeling really stagnant in terms of my inspiration and motivation to be an artist, like, which happens very easily in the animation industry because you're pretty much part of a team, and you become, I don't want to say the term a spoke in the wheel, because that almost makes it sound like a factory or whatever.
Right.
I mean, it's still a creative team, and it's still a combined effort to create like a cartoon or a film. It's just in the process of it, with deadlines and workloads and freelance, you kind of lose grasp of your independence as an artist. And so I was looking for that other thing because I wasn't finding it in the animation industry anymore.
Right.
It wasn't like, so I needed to fill that void, and I was just kind of looking around, and it just happened to hit that at the time there was like, it was when the art scene, the designer toy scene was still very much an urban toy scene in New York, which was what completely drew me into it. It was like there was toys that already look like the way I illustrated.
Right.
You know, like people say sometimes, like people compare my stuff to like Michael Lau's stuff, right? And they're like, oh, you know, it kind of looks like Michael Lau stuff. But really, if you think about it, Michael Lau is designing stuff that originates from the streets of New York, which is the stuff that I was drawing already. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of like it's a weird thing to kind of say, like, oh, your stuff looks like that, but at the same time, it's
That's
like,
what you came up with. So
yeah,
it's
like the stuff that there was like a New York type of house style when it comes to urban art already. You know what I mean? And that was inspiring someone like Michael Lau in Hong Kong. You know what I mean? So, so it's kind of a weird mishmash.
all drawn from the same well.
Kind of.
Oh, good way to put
And
that.
what you're really trying to do is tell us that you're from New York. That was like a smooth way to get there.
yeah.
No,
Oh, wait a minute. We're
yeah.
sandwiched
Okay,
between New Yorkers here.
Definitely
New
was.
York is on each side.
All right, all right. But aside from that,
But we don't have to talk about it like every.
we're not gonna talk about that.
We don't have to
'cause
talk about that.
I get enough stuff for that. But no, but that's pretty much what drew me into the toy scene, and
That's
I'm
cool.
pretty much still the things that I relate to the most in the toy industry, like are like not necessarily like the New York thing, but just anything that's urban, like, you know, that's that has a sensibility, whatever country it comes from. It's just like, that's what speaks to me.
And you've definitely kept that style of like a very stylized sculpture. We have one of your newest piece right over here. So you're that real stylized look, and that a lot of people have kind of gone away from that and gone a little bit more cartoony and a little bit more rounded. And I like that you've kept I like the angles and everything in the stuff. It's nice. It's a good style.
So that's that's pretty much where I come from, and what my motivation and my inspiration is when it comes to toys. Yeah.
And you also have a book out that people can go and get. They have a couple pictures of your toys, and it also has some of your art in there. If
Do you
people
want to
are
say what
looking
that
into
is, in case some people may not have seen it yet?
Yeah, go ahead. What's the
the
name of
rundown?
all the stuff? And
What, the book?
no, well,
no,
this
the figure.
first.
Oh, the book. That figure is a Dragon King figure. It's my representation, I guess, or my take on Bruce Lee. Which was actually there's the story behind that of why I wanted to make a Bruce Lee a toy, and just
Because
kind of
he's awesome.
He's awesome, but also when you get into working with companies, they kind of take the heart and the style away from like your original concepts.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to deal with any of that, and I figured if I'm gonna make a toy that I want to represent one of my favorite heroes or whatever, I'm just gonna do it. So that's why I'm happy with it.
That head is just fantastic, and it's cool the way it's articulated, like George
I
is
like the
playing
use
with
of
it
the
right
ball
now.
joint. It's nice, yeah.
Thanks.
And of course the hand, kaNO hand.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. But that's enough about me. Let's get into Toy Break.
Well, and Sket,
now,
a few people
Sket,
may not
let's
know.
talk about for new viewers who might not have seen
Talk
the
about
other one.
kaNO more, man.
You're
You
also
want to
an,
say where you're from?
you're also
New
an
York?
East Coaster.
I just want to talk about kaNO. That's why I'm here.
Maybe you should.
I'm trying to. Let's keep it going.
All right, here's a way to talk about kaNO then. You guys do a show together, your herd show.
Yeah, we do. It's
There's
me.
actually 4 of you.
Yep, it's me, kaNO, Ritzy Periwinkle, and Shane Jessup.
Shout outs to Ritzy. Shout outs to Shane.
What up?
Shout outs.
Yo, you don't do shout outs with us on the show. You let us handle that.
Oh, sorry.
Shout outs
Leave
to
it
our
the
boys,
professionals.
Shane Jessup and our homie Ritzy.
And Man One. Shout out to Man
Where's
One.
shout out to Man One?
He's not on your herd show.
No,
No,
but
but just-
he was on an
shout out.
episode. We
He
got
gets a lot of
Oh.
shout outs.
That was on an episode.
Who else we shout out?
Oh.
Jesse Hernandez was just on there.
I'll tell you.
Shout out
I'll
to
tell you
him.
who we don't shout out. Toy
PUBG.
Break.
What? Yes, you
Yes,
have.
we always do.
Yes, you have.
All right, I'll give a shout out
And you
to
know
Toy
how I know?
Break right
Because I
now.
listen to you.
You don't listen to it.
I listen
You
and
wanna
tell
take
her
us
the good
outside?
points.
I do listen to it every episode.
No, you don't. I don't see your comment on iTunes.
I don't comment at all. I listen though. I don't see you comment on Toy Break.
I do
See?
comment on Toy
Whoa,
Break. I have an
it's
I have
gonna
an
be a
alias
rumble.
screen name.
Yeah.
what?
Aliens screaming?
Yeah,
That's how he rolls.
that's how I roll.
So Sket's gonna get out
Something
from
at
talking about himself,
Gaspar.
I think.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
Nice.
Well, what's your website, just so people know what it is, if they want to
Mine?
look you up? Yeah.
sket-one.com.
And kaNO?
It's kaNO Kid, KANOKID.com.
And you heard?
Your herd show.
Yeah, yourherdshow.com.
Yeah, pretty
Excellent.
much. Straightforward.
So that's how you can find these guys around the web and see what they're up to and hear, you heard, what they're up to.
So, what was your question about why we started your herd show?
Sure.
You want to start that off, Sket?
So 20 minutes later.
That's good. He got it right. He had to tell us he's
Sorry,
from New
man.
York first.
I know.
Oh shit! Yo, I'm
New
gonna
York,
leave.
you know
I'm
this,
leaving.
right?
I know he's from New
Okay,
York.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
So we
He's
started.
He's from New York too.
Actually, it was Ritzy's idea. She had the idea. She really wanted to get I think all 4 of us together.
Well, we were hanging out all the time anyway, cause it was one of those times that was like just perfect timing. I had just moved into town, and me and Ritzy were hanging out, and Shane was already in town, and Sket at the same time was moving in, and we were all kind of just vibing and hanging out, and Ritzy was like, "Hey, we should do something that's kind of like something from the artist's point of view and stuff like that," and it's pretty much how it came about, right?
Yeah, I think the main focus was to give people information of all the stuff that we go through that you don't hear about, because it might not be politically correct, or people might not want to talk about it, or I think that kind of drove everything. Try to give people heads up on stuff like contracts and companies and etc. Some stuff a lot of people don't even know it goes on, and I think we just wanted to put it out there so people knew.
The way if you're an artist, you should really minor in business or something, because there's such a side to this
there is.
business that if you have no experience, you're gonna get bent over and reamed basically.
Yeah,
by
no,
all
there's
these
no,
companies.
there's no way around it. Like, you have to look out for your investment, and in this case, it's you. So, you kind of have to learn the business side.
So I think that's what first started it, first drove it. We did stuff like Slow Your Roll, and we had all these different ideas and all these people we needed to attack, but we didn't really.
That was you. I didn't have any beefs.
Oh
with
right,
you, but
whatever.
I'm very grateful for all
You
the
got more
opportunities
beef. Yeah,
I've received.
yeah. I had some, I
think
had a lot of things to say. I have. I've been through. I've been doing this since 2004, and I gotta say, man, there's been some shady people. Some shit, but not these people.
Well,
We're shady in a
Perfect.
different way.
Mad perfect.
perfectly shady. All right, well, we should maybe get into Toy Break. Whoa, yeah!
There you go.
Free 5.
Fucking put
I'm
it
never
out
washing
there.
this. I am never washing this hand.
Put it out there. I had to hit it. I mean,
Smells
I had
like
to stop
fun.
That's abuse.
it. There you go.
All right, well, we have some news.
Domestic violence. Yeah. News.
Okay, first up in the news, this is a little bit sad. It's more in the passing of another vinyl store. Red Hot Robot is closing its
Oh,
doors.
no.
Oh, that stinks.
After 4.5 years, they are closing.
Where were they located?
They were in Phoenix, Arizona. And they have a 20% sale off on everything right now due to doors closing. So
Oh, that sucks.
not much more to say. Jason's had a great run. He really enjoyed everything. He's got business and personal reasons and things going on, but you know, it was nice seeing them at shows. It was nice having that. I mean, we visited the Phoenix store several times, so
Yeah.
I met them.
sad to see that go.
Now, is it a given these days when like an online store does like a huge sale? Does that mean that they're gonna close up soon?
No, I think online stores can
think
just
so.
have sales to clear out some stuff, make room for new stuff. Because there's always
Yeah,
stuff
that's
coming
good.
out, and if with so many online stores, I mean, it's inevitable you're
Yeah.
gonna get stuck with some stuff that you just
And some
to
stores
blow
like
out.
just hoard things up, and they don't really put their older stuff, their
Right.
older stock on their site. So
What's-
sometimes they
what store
finally
could that
catch up and
be?
do that. 3D Retro. And sometimes you find some random awesome thing, but that means you could find awesome things on their site, so you have to check all the time because you don't know what like
I know-
gems.
I love
Frozen,
coming across
Fro-
old toys.
Frozen Empire had like a 24-hour sale. It'll probably be over by the time this airs, but it was like everything, even the new stuff was like reduced big time.
Wow.
So I kind of wondered if they were like in trouble or not.
Well, I certainly hope not. Frozen Empire toys.
Mm.
I hope not. And a Red Hot Robot. Okay, so we also, but on a better note, on a happier note,
this is an awesome thing.
I'm gonna let you talk about this.
It's
George.
the Artist Series Monster Color. I don't know if you guys don't know what Monster
You guys
Color
know
is.
Monster Color?
It's a paint series
know what
developed
it
by
is.
Matt Walker.
It's awesome paint.
It's the kaiju paint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suckler told me it's really good. He's
you
actually
could,
the only
you could
person.
paint anything with it though. Doesn't have
Yeah.
to be just kaiju.
I know, but like it comes from like the color blends and everything that he originally Dead Presidents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The I feel like whenever people like he started making those pearly like type
Yeah.
colors, and it's kind of like a kaiju thing. Like
Yeah.
that's what you would use it for.
That makes sense.
But I heard it's really good, man. I heard it flows out of an airbrush really
You heard
nice.
it's really good.
I heard. See?
I love it. I love it so much.
Well, what Matt
it's so
did.
much better when you're here to respond to me saying it.
What Matt did was develop an artist series where he worked closely with each of the influential artists to develop colors that represent their personal style. Each color is something they use when producing their own awesome toys.
I didn't write that.
In addition to the colors themselves, each artist has designed their own custom Monster Color label for their colors. The debut lineup features colors from the Sucklord, Todd Robertson, which is Mecha Virus, and Mark Nagata from Max Toy Company. The first round of paints include Suckadelic has Robot Foreskin, Hot Jizz,
These are just ridiculous.
Immortal Hemorrhoid, Gay Empire, and Robot Diarrhea. It's a 5-color set.
That's pretty funny.
For Mecha Virus, you get
Morgan.
Yeah, man.
the Mecha Super Flake Silver, and from Max Toy Company, you get Izon Yellow and Captain Max Red. And you can get those at Monster Color Store, and that's color with a K, of course. MonsterColorStore.com.
Link in the show notes.
And if you haven't seen it, I mean, you got to at least get a pack of the
Robot
Psychedelic just for that
Foreskin.
awesome, like, Krylon-looking
Hot
Stormtrooper
jizz.
logo. What color is
Hot
Robot
jizz?
or Robot Foreskin?
I feel like it's like a dull silver, like really just matte, gross kind of. Maybe, I don't know.
So these are straight up like made for like if you collect like all the Sucklord stuff, you just want to have them on display.
You might get, yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
you wouldn't necessarily use them, right?
Oh, you could
No,
absolutely use them.
I know, but you wouldn't. I mean, for that,
It'd be
you
more
wouldn't
of a
want to
collector's
use-
thing.
Yeah,
Or you
yeah.
can use it and just put the empty can on your...
There you go. 2 for 1.
That way you get the paint that you're buying.
It's like a twofer.
And who doesn't want to paint hot jizz all over their toys? If you know what I'm saying.
Who doesn't already paint hot jizz all over the
That's what I'm saying.
hot
What?
jizz on the platter.
I think it's blind box time.
I think it is too.
I don't think it
Word.
is.
Do you guys know what time it is? Blind box time! So this is kaNO's least favorite part of the show.
I'm gonna have Vinylmation. Oh my gosh. Wow, dude.
We're bringing in some Vinylmation to
This is some
open up.
corporate
I
stuff
opened
right
up
here.
Vinylmation last time I was
Did
here.
you?
Oh, that's right. It was the Muppet
Muppets.
set.
Wait,
Yeah,
should
I
we get rid
did.
of this?
All right, we could do
No,
something
no,
different.
no,
We
no.
can
I'm
get rid
ready
of
to
something
go.
else. Okay, no,
No,
we'll
that's
do it.
all
We'll do
right.
it.
All right.
I'm gonna
okay.
support you.
It was just random.
got
We
random
pick
stuff.
what's out.
All right.
Vinylmation.
Do you guys have a thought on Vinylmation?
I got a
before we
couple
go?
of thoughts on it.
Here we go.
It's trash. You want to throw it over there?
Here the hell we go.
Oh, man.
Get ready, people. It's coming. Whether you like it or not, it's coming.
You might want to tuck in because it's
I'm
going
not.
to be a
I'm
long
not.
night.
No, I'm not.
No, let's
open
hear it.
up.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Because people know our stance on it already.
What is your stance on it?
They're silly.
Go back
They're
and watch.
stupid.
Well, if you watched,
If you
I
watch
do
the
watch
show-
it. I watch it all
See?
the time.
See?
It's ridiculous. Like, this figure is ridiculous. Most of the characters do not work, and they're pumping them out like they're freaking candy.
I
I
can't
know-
believe there's people in our.
You know what? I know somebody who collects these.
You don't
Yeah,
have to
Paul.
talk about. You don't
Paul
have to
Meadow. He collects his crap.
Whoa, calm
I
down.
can't believe that guy.
Paul, yeah,
Shout out to Paul Meta.
You don't
Paul
have to
Meadow.
talk about yourself in the third. Like
he
it's
loves
not you.
this.
He
loves
does.
this.
He does. This
Really?
is for
He
people
does,
like
yeah.
him who just buy anything that's Disney.
But you could go broke
That's
buying all these.
how they sell
Okay,
these.
Here's what I want. I want the caterpillar because it's got a
Wait.
freaking long, awesome neck.
Tell them the price point of those.
$10, right?
$13.
This is $13. What?
13 bucks.
Yeah.
They
I'm
raised
not
that
opening.
since
I'm
they
not
first
opening
came
this
out.
because I hope you kept the receipt.
No, you got to open it. So
Wow.
first you got to pick one that you might want.
Actually, $13 isn't bad.
What are you talking about?
Not that bad.
For
It's
a blind
horrible.
box?
Not that bad.
Terrible.
It's horrible.
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 Makes fun of me
Jeez,
for
here we
saying
go.
horrible.
East Coast.
East Coast.
I'll get it out now. Coffee. That's
Mario.
another one.
Mole.
Can't say coffee.
Mall.
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 Go to the mall.
I'm going to the mall.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I make
Mario.
fun because
We're
I
making fun
love
of New York right now. Is
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
My
Yo,
accent.
I don't know
I've
if
never
she
heard you
knows
say
or not, but
what?
you-
horrible.
Har?
You say horrible?
Like horror.
I don't know if I
Horror
say it. I'm
Say
not
Horror.
it. Say it right
No,
now.
I'm not gonna
Horror.
say it.
I say horror.
He says horror, and I heard him say
I say horror movie.
You heard me say horrible?
Yeah.
You
Like
heard?
that?
You heard?
That's yeah, I would say that. I don't
I
put
say
a
horrible.
horror in it.
No.
I don't. I put.
I
say
put a
horrible.
horror in
I
it.
say
You put
orange.
it in a whore, right?
Hey,
I put
peanut
a
gallery.
horror in a trunk.
Wow.
We're filming a show over here.
All right. So what does everybody want? If you had to pick one that you want,
What do I want
Caterpillar.
out of this?
George, do you want to pick one?
I've actually seen these already at Ben's because these were donated
Okay,
by
but which one
Ben
do you
from
want?
3D
Of
Retro.
course, the
3D.
caterpillar. You know, the caterpillar.
Yeah, it's
you know,
rad.
the neck extension is
It's rad.
all the move.
All right, well, let's see it.
Wait,
So who
Kano
wants to
has
go?
a-
Do we just
Kano-
go? Open 'em, yeah.
Kano won't
Alright.
pick.
Kano's still looking really closely at all the design.
All right.
It's so weird that they just
All right. Here we
totally
go.
ignore that it's a 3D object in the design.
They do. That's exactly the problem. That was well put, sir.
Here we go.
I want the Kermit the Frog one.
Of course, I got
Oh,
one of the dumb.
What did I get?
What'd
No,
you
I
get?
got
Twins.
some dumbass Mad Hatter.
All right,
Do
here's
your
my
dumb.
issue with blind box time on Toy Break. Like I hate opening those little aluminum
What, these
foil
things?
Yeah, I hate,
These?
We can get scissors
You don't have to
if
do
you
it though.
want.
We do it.
yeah. Can you
Use
do
your
it for me?
teeth, son.
I'll
hate
do
opening
It's
it,
got a
man.
little. I'll
They
do
usually
it.
have a pull tag. It's not
What do you
that
got?
hard.
Some OCD with it?
Little
Just don't
delicate
like
artist
it, man.
hands.
Here you go.
You got an
Okay,
OCD,
okay.
don't you?
Oh man.
You don't like touching
Here
it.
you go, son.
Thank you.
You're one of those people.
Thank
All
you.
right. I'll remember
I
that.
don't like the
I'm gonna break into your house and put all those all over your bed.
I don't like the crust on my bread either. Yeah, cut it out.
Which ones you get?
I got a dumbass Mad Hatter.
This looks dumb, man. Look at this
Ass
thing.
Hatter. Which one is
Look
that?
at this.
Hey, he worked.
No, you. Oh,
What'd
oh
you get? Oh, you
man.
got Tweedledee or Dumb.
Yo.
I got Tweedledum, and
Appropriate.
it doesn't look that bad.
That
This
one
one's
actually
all
kind
right.
of fits
This one
the shape.
works.
It fits
you
the
know.
shape a little bit more.
If you can see that, this one works.
Wait, what is that supposed to be?
Now here, actually, you'll notice
Oh,
that since
vulture.
the last time we've done these,
That's supposed to be a vulture.
This is supposed to be a
Right?
vulture. No, is it? From what movie?
Is that wait? What is that?
I know my Disney movies.
it's the
man.
Vulture Constable guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I got you. They're all
Look at the
assholes.
beak. Like, how are you supposed
This
to say
isn't
that
that
that's a
bad
thing
either.
that works on that?
Face is a little bit big.
Now here's the thing.
That-
This is the new
I
body,
made the face a little.
the new
bit.
shape.
It is.
It doesn't have the buttons. It doesn't have the scribe
Oh, it's
lines.
good.
They've
About
kind of
time.
fixed all that, and it's a little bit less of a.
But it's
a
still
protrusion on the head.
exactly what Kano said. They're
And I
treating
believe,
it
yeah,
like
look,
it's a flat
The feet are
object.
now a separate piece.
Does it come off the feet?
The feet do. They were not separate in the first run.
Wow.
Why would they? Why would they do that?
Probably for paint. You can kind of get a tighter paint
You can
around
switch
that edge.
shoes now too if you.
Yep, you
Which
can
they
make different
won't, though.
feet.
Wait, I gotta hold this one.
But at
up
least
for
they
everybody
took
to
off
see,
all
'cause
the fine details,
Yeah, the Mickey
which
Mouse detail.
actually made it.
the Mickey Mouse detail.
They
'Cause
made
it's
it.
Rinky Dink.
I don't understand like how you can take one of the most appealing characters, which is Mickey Mouse, and like
You guys gotta see
Make it
this
so
ridiculous
unappealing.
vulture.
yeah.
Look at that thing.
There's a lot of
Come
hate
on.
going on, people.
What do
A
you
lot of
think?
hate.
Come
What do
on.
you think this random green flag is above his?
That's for fun.
Blacked out
That's
ear.
from Disney.
Like, whenever they
Does this
want you,
hat have something like that connected to it?
whenever they want you to not look at something, they
So-
just like paint it
He
black.
works the best.
So
You think?
through research the other day, because
Research.
research, I wanted to know.
Research.
I wanted to know why the Mad Hatter had 10/6 on
That's
his
me.
hat.
I asked that.
And
Good question. That's a good question.
I was really wondering it, and I wanted to know why. So anyways, this one has a backwards hand now.
I think they're.
Why's it
that's
got the
all-
10.6?
it's-
You got me
Where
curious.
is it? That's the actual price of the hat. It's
Oh.
it's 10 pence. It has something to do with English.
10 pounds,
it's-
6 pence or something?
Yeah,
like that?
something like that. I looked it up on the internet. It was right there, the explanation, and
I love the internet.
So he was
It
the
was,
original
it
guy that
was
kept the price
verified.
tag on.
yeah,
He's like Mini
yeah,
Pearl.
He's old
he
school.
started it.
He started it.
before
So,
that
yeah.
new era shit.
Oh, gee. Okay.
He was
That's
the
enough.
OG.
I don't want to talk about these
your
anymore.
brain.
All right, yeah, that was just
Oh,
Blind
hey.
Box.
I don't
We're
want to
done.
talk about these anymore.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm done with that.
So if you're into it, like Palmetto,
Get him.
cool.
All right, it's review time.
All right. Reviews.
Reviews.
Okay, first up.
Oh, it's not review time. I'm not done with this yet.
First
Too
up,
late now.
we have something pretty amazing. Are you ready?
Sure.
Are you guys ready?
They're ready.
Bam.
Oh, look, it's us. Hey, look, there's two of me on the show now. This is a good lineup. Me, and then Aileen and kaNO. Sorry, Sket.
Oh, messed up. Oh, that's fun. So what this is this is a canvas print of, well, us.
2 huge egos. Yeah.
I so do not.
Okay, this is by Easy Canvas Prints. This one's 16 by 20. They're $70. You can get them on Easy.
This one is $70.
Easy. You don't, not this one, but anything you want on the print. Like you're not gonna get us on your print.
You could.
EasyCanvasPrints.com, and you can get anything you want put onto a print. We
Yeah,
didn't.
and they have like 11 by. They have all sorts of sizes
we
and
were like,
prices.
what should we get? We don't
Do
have
they have-
anything. Like,
On that site, do they have like limits? Like someone just can't go and grab like an image off the internet and just.
I don't
give
think
I
it's
think you
gonna be a
can.
good enough quality though. Like,
Yeah,
no.
but you need like a 300 DPI, like a nice
it. Yeah.
picture.
I was
But-
just saying, like you see some sites and they're like kind of like messed up sites, and they just put make canvas prints on, say something like a Luke Shoe painting. Or
You
well,
could,
how would
I think.
anybody know? Like,
I think you could.
I'm sure they have to. They probably ask like, "Is this yours?" What is somebody
Yeah.
gonna say? Oh no, it's not. I'm
here's the
stealing
thing,
this. So
like,
of course they're just gonna do it.
I think this looks really good. Like this is a nice representation of the photograph, and like the black's got real black.
Sorry, I'm looking at the obey keys right
So
there.
What, this one?
Like I
Yeah.
think
I have that one.
the
know.
colors
Yeah.
turned out
No, I was
pretty
looking
well.
at the other ones.
It's a nice
Oh.
print, but I think if you were gonna say like let's get a Luke Chu or Sket or a kaNO picture, like it's not like we have a Luke Chu. It's not gonna look as good as you know what I mean.
well, don't don't
Because
do
if you're
that
stealing
anyway.
it offline, it's gonna be low res.
I
and
know,
it's gonna
but
be
people are
shitty.
silly. People are just like,
Well,
oh.
you know what? If they want to waste money on that instead of just paying money on the Lock Toy Break for a real Luke Chu or kaNO sketch, then that's their problem.
But like digital artists who work in Illustrator can take their art and
Yes.
make a canvas of it.
Absolutely. So I think this is pretty cool.
Which I have issues with too.
Do you?
A little bit. A little bit.
Let's hear it.
A little bit.
Yeah, we went through this when we went to the Ray Caesar show.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll save that for an episode of Your Hurt
There
Show.
you go.
Oh,
Tune in.
Tune in. You heard
Find
that.
out.
Oh yeah,
YourHeardShow.com.
See, it's
So
not
he gets
good
the
enough
hate.
for your show.
He gets the hate on your show.
This is prime time content, man. I gotta save this stuff. I can't blow
For
my
this
wad.
low rent toy break.
Man.
Okay, so one more quick thing about this before you put it
Yeah.
back. The edges, it's kind of cool on their site because you just upload it and like send it off immediately. This one we got wrapped, so the picture just continues around the edge. You can see like the key shelf continues up and over. But you could also get it mirrored from like whatever's on the top. It gets mirrored, or you just pick a solid color. That's
I like
nice.
the wrap. It makes
Yeah,
it look
I
a
do
little
too.
nicer.
I think that's a cool thing.
It's fun, and
Like, if
but
you
I
wanna
mean, you
deck
want to
out
picture your kid.
Yeah, like if you want to deck out
For
your kid's
grandma?
room and like
Yeah.
get their photographs and
Or you have a favorite
be
pet.
rad.
You want to get a picture of your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you want to picture, Dove. I don't know.
You go to Comic-Con and you snap a shot of kaNO, sign in, and you get it blown up onto a...
I might get a huge one done of my Art Hustle card.
You should. That'd be awesome.
Put it in my office.
We'll just put that right there.
For when I'm old, I can see how awesome I was when I was younger.
Let's put that back there
Sket,
for now. It's kind of
you-
weird.
You can do the same.
He'll let you.
You can
All right,
do
we
it.
have other stuff. We've
Run
talked about
with
the
that.
What's that? What do you
Run
got
with
there?
that,
Okay.
son.
I'm like wine, son.
All right, these are the zombie figures. These
I've
are
seen
made
them.
Again,
by
zombies.
October Toys,
We like zombies.
which is us. This is the newest color batch, which were clear with glitter.
Nice.
When you order those, do they come in the container like that? Is that how it's
Well, no.
stored?
This is how it's sold at retail. So when you go
Okay.
into a store, you can buy them. They're $1
Nice.
each to buy at retail, or
And you
I
can
guess
mix
whatever
and match
retail
your
is.
colors.
That's cool.
That's glow in the dark blue,
I wish designer toy stores had
Muscle Man flesh.
like quarter machines.
Yeah.
Like that.
Red Hot Robot did, but they're closing.
That was supposed to be a neon
These are
orangey, and it didn't quite work out the way it was supposed to.
It's still pretty nice
But
color.
it's,
It's
a,
very
it's
nice
kind of
color.
a neon, kind of a neon color.
This
and
one's
there
kind of like a
was-
gross flesh color.
The last one was
um,
these are
black.
cool.
Is this a growing trend, like small
really
figures like
dope.
this, like,
Yes.
right? Because I know you guys are doing it, and Kid Robot did those.
Break dancer.
Breakers.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
that was really like toy soldiers.
And I know you guys
Yeah.
reviewed the other guy, the other dude who did the skateboarders, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Toy Borders.
And so it seems like there's a lot of people doing these small figures like this.
I think so. I think it's
I mean,
kind
this
of
is
a-
the stuff I played with when I was a
thing.
kid, and that's kind of why we were doing it, because it was kind of like stuff we loved when we were little.
Did you sculpt all these?
Those were sculpted by Matt.
Oh.
Matt Aylward.
What up, Matt?
I just want everybody to know that this looks exactly like my retainer that I had in junior high.
You had
Glitter,
glitter, in
clear.
your
I had a
retainer?
clear retainer with glitter in it.
Wow.
So
That's gross.
that's
You're
what this
fancy.
reminds me. I was fancy. What can I say?
So if you want these, just hit up your local toy store, art toy store.
see it 'cause it's
Have them
clear.
order them from DKE.
Oh, a zombie.
How much do
now.
they retail for? Like
$1 each.
Nice.
Fuck each. How can you go wrong? Take a few zombies home to the kids. Give it to them for their birthdays.
Who did this?
She's got
Who
a
did
boner.
the designs? Who
We did.
they give them rotations? How many different
Slate.
ones are there?
We've
Or is
got
it just
5 in
Slate.
Series 1, and we're working on Series 2 right now.
Cool.
So, again, more fun stuff. 5 seems to be the magic number.
5 figures, and then
Alright.
this one is 5 different colors.
Let's do something weird that these guys probably don't ever even really come across, I would assume. Fluffels.
Some plush.
Here, take that.
That's funny because I'm
Man.
actually working on a whole
Are
set
you?
of plush right now.
There you
What's
go.
Not
this?
for
Look at
myself, but
that. Oh, Sarah Jo would want to talk about this.
That one's cool. I like that.
Oh, here,
guy.
here. You play with that then. I want you to be happy.
that's a cool dog.
Sket.
I like that.
So, these are the Fluffels.
What up, Fluffels?
There's So, here, you might like this one. How about that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's you.
That's still me. That's definitely me.
A new set of plush from European. I want to say like Swede. That may not be right. It's definitely European.
These are really nice.
I want a white cat one so I could be like the Godfather.
Oh,
You're
Netherlands.
in the Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Godfather? Did he have a white cat?
Yeah, he did have one.
But that one matches your
Wasn't
hat,
that what's
so
his
it's
name?
rad.
Dr. No?
Nah, dude. Don
Yeah.
Corleone had a
No.
white cat.
Who had a
So
white cat from James Bond?
look at this guy. Wow,
Claw
he's
from
gonna eat
Inspector
you.
Gadget?
Well, yeah, but they
No, it was
took
a
it from
black
James
cat.
Bond.
Yeah, I don't know. I never
Oh.
watched James Bond.
You never watched James Bond?
I'm trying to get him to.
I'm sorry.
I
How are
know.
you not?
I don't know.
What's wrong with him?
Really?
I know he's never seen Planet of the Apes either.
Okay, these are designed by Mariska
know. Who'd you
Voss
I
Bowman.
know.
Hey, we're over
Some
here
damn
doing
New Yorker.
reviews.
Yo, pay attention to
Oh,
your
what?
man, yo.
What? I'm sorry. What'd you say, Daniel?
Yo. Pay attention to that guy.
Designed by.
Oh.
Not gonna be able to say it.
Yeah.
We're gonna run out of tape.
Right.
Gonna run out of tape here. Designed by Mariska Voss Bowman,
What country is that from?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Hey now.
Hey now.
This is
Nether-
Bruno.
Netherlands.
You know what? These are actually pretty
They're
solid.
really
I
soft.
think these are
Nice.
really good. I've been working on plush now for like, seriously,
That's fine.
for a while.
Really?
Yeah, and quality's dope.
Yeah, these are really. They have nice.
What about this one? The hair seems kind of like it's too messy and like coming off.
It's like
Well, that's
shag.
just that particular, character.
this one out.
This is what they wanted. But I mean,
Thing.
the
These have-
embroidery and just,
Yeah, they're
The
really
stitching's
cleanly
nice.
stitching's
embroidered.
really nice.
Yeah.
This is like a big boob with
Yeah.
a nipple.
I think it's dope.
Wow.
I like it. No,
We found
you guys don't
Kano's
like?
favorite.
This is a Janet
You guys
Jackson.
don't like? Why is
plush.
all these on me?
Ooh,
Why am I holding
it's a plush
them all?
malfunction.
This one's
Because
very
they're
Muppety.
definitely for you.
My girls would love these.
So there's
take 'em
Poloco the chicken. Wait, which one's
No,
the
I
chicken?
can't.
Wait, we got Bubo the frog, Bruno the dog,
Bruno.
Boris the cat. Oh wait, we don't have the chicken. We're missing a chicken. Okay, that's okay though. And then we have Monster
That's what she
Pika
said.
and Monster Pico. This is Pico. Sorry, I'm gonna reach in your crotch here.
Pico and
Pika.
Wilshire.
This is Bubba.
I thought it was
Bubba.
Bubbo.
Bubbo.
Bubo. Bubo.
Bubbo.
Whatever you want to say.
All right, let's talk about these toys.
They're
huh?
soft. I like these.
This ain't no Scott Tolson plush. It's all right, but
It's no Scott Tolson plush.
I don't know, man.
I agree with kaNO on this one. I don't like the feeling of this one.
Really, I like. Here, switch with me. I like this one.
You can't cuddle with that one.
No, it's
It's
scratchy.
un-
Okay,
Uncuttable.
watch this though. You're like, hey, what up?
But it does get points for trying out a new material.
And look at this. How hypnotic is that?
This is a long review on Plush.
How
I
about
like
that?
it.
You're right.
I like this.
Next.
How can you not want to watch that? No?
What do
No?
we have
Anybody?
next?
No, you could hurt yourself.
Plush
on
is
this.
cool, man.
Like
but
that
I'm not
right there,
I'm
the
not a
inner
Plush
ear.
expert.
We're straight with it.
Okay. That
This
one's-
is
that's
yo,
good.
Andrew Bell. Look at this. This thing's beautiful. I do like the red drool more than
The blue.
The
yeah.
the blue, but like always, he keeps the good shit for his site.
Because the
Smart.
blue kind of seems like he's a little retarded warble.
No, blue just looks like drool, but like
Squishable's
the red just
really,
matches the
really
eyes
nice.
That's a
better.
good point.
Yeah.
And like
Their tags are too
when,
big though.
I guess Andrew Bell's kind of when I think of like
super.
his like the dead zebra stuff is like grayscale and red. Shit out of here.
Do we have time for one more thing?
He already told us he gets scared. Don't do that.
Yo,
Oh,
man.
that's why he doesn't like this. It's too scary. That's what happened.
It's all right.
All right, time for one more thing. Okay, we have these vinyl Simpsons figures from Funko, and we have four.
Which
of
one
them.
do I get?
I don't know. What do you
Funko?
want?
Oh, I want the crusty one, man.
No, these are dope.
Whoa.
I have to say
dig
something about.
these.
I have to say something about these pop toys.
You don't like these?
I have to say something about
All
it.
right.
All right, let's hear it.
Say it.
All right, here's a good
They're
example.
popping fresh.
Trying to talk here, right? All right.
Now I know what
Here's
you
a
have
good
to do.
example.
Trust me.
Here's a good example of a
You
main,
get a slice of it.
a good example of like something that's mainstream and totally works on so many levels for so many characters. Like, do they make a shitload of them? Yeah, they make like so many of them that sometimes I don't get it, but they all work really good, and I think that's
So you're a fan.
yeah, they work cool, man. They
No twist ties.
I'm not a fan of the bobblehead ones, but I feel like, say if you're a character designer, right? If you hire a character designer to design,
Which these guys are available. Hire them.
if you hire a character designer to design, and you give them like a list of celebrities and iconic figures to design, and they all look consistently the same,
Yeah.
you know, it's a pretty cool thing. And I think this platform, they adjust it like real subtle
like
for
exercise
every
ball.
To
likeness.
fit
And
the thing.
I really
I
like
think it
this.
works. Yeah, it really
How
works.
come yours is still in the box?
Because I took it out, I played with it, and I put it back.
That's what she said.
Now, I believe that
Come
the
on, that one.
bobblehead ones are done on licenses that they're not allowed to do the solid figure.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars is the
Don't we
bobblehead
all do that?
Oh,
because
I get it.
they
I
don't
always
have the
take
license
it out and play
to do
with
a
it and
figure
then put
like
it
that.
back. It just makes sense. It's the way to be tidy.
And you clean it up. It was all cleaned
You
up.
Yeah,
cleaned
it's
it
all
up.
cleaned up.
That's
I
nice.
can't do that. Can't be contained afterwards. Can't
Word?
go back in the box. Nah, son. Check that out.
These are
Boom.
actually a lot cuter than I think some of their other characters. Like
They
this-
just did a whole bunch of Disney ones. I
I
went
need
into
to-
a Disney store.
Oh, yeah?
And they had like all the princesses and everything. They worked so good. Like, I thought it was
That
dope. They had,
Krusty is dope.
they had a Pinocchio one.
look
And
at
it's,
that. He's
Krusty's
got a little
dope.
funny
No,
design.
no,
Look at
the
that.
Homer's dope, but Krusty.
Do I
Krusty
get-
War- yeah.
do I get
Yeah.
to keep this?
Ask our sponsor 3D Retro.
3D Retro.
What? Ask our sponsor Nathan Hamill.
Well, I brought it for Nathan.
Ask our sponsor 3D
Well,
Retro Nathan.
I'll have to pick this guy up. I mean, look at that. Are these out yet, the Simpsons
I have
ones?
some more of that.
Yeah, I think they are out. So we had here Homer, Marge, Krusty, and Bart. It'd be kind of cool if they keep this up because I think they have so many characters.
They're gonna
to draw
sell.
from.
Simpsons is such a license that just
Still
sells.
sells.
No.
What is it? Season
Just
23 or
sells.
something?
How much?
Under $10.
Under
Under
$10.
$10. See, that's what I'm saying. If you're getting this for under $10,
Or-
and then you're getting this for 13.
Whoa.
Dude, there's art back there.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It wasn't his art, so we didn't care.
Wow.
It would have helped if it was my art.
But here's the thing. I mean, here's the thing. Like, you can't really say that. You can't really do that
Sorry.
comparison.
Sorry.
I don't really feel like you could do
I
that.
think you can though. I'm trying to interrupt. I
Did I leave a
succeeded.
dent?
You did.
No,
Totally
I'm
did.
sorry. Go ahead.
Chip
I
the
was-
wall. Imagine if
I was gonna say that
Shelf fell.
these are probably
Jesus.
done, and they probably do way more of these than the little Disney ones.
No. you
No
think?
way.
Yeah.
No
Because-
way.
Because no, you don't
No
think
way.
Which even if
Hmm.
that no.
You know how many of those things Disney must make?
All right. Then I'm wrong. I mean,
And let's say you're the average consumer and you're like, I have $20 in my pocket. Where am I going to spend it? 2 of those or 1 of those?
Depends on if you're hanging out at Disneyland.
You
or
know
if
when
you're
everyone
hanging out at
always,
Target.
you know when
Sure.
everyone always says, "Oh, it's because this artist did that. That's why you're paying so much for it. It's because Disney did these, and
Yeah.
that's why
Well-
you're paying the price tag."
but that's what I don't like about those Disney ones because like it's almost like they put this facade of like designer art to it.
Well, of
And they
course, that's
charge-
the whole thing.
Designer
Yeah.
art is a facade.
That's the whole thing. They wanted to get in on it.
Yeah.
It's exactly
Anyway,
what they did.
these are awesome. I have the Run DMC ones. It's the only ones I have, and but I would get this Krusty one. He's cool.
Awesome.
Love the colors on Krusty.
All right, well, that's all we got for reviews. And
All right.
we have an event coming up.
That's it. No,
That's all we
don't-
got.
What's it?
It's been like 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go.
That's how fast it goes. It's Toy Break.
I was
we gotta
hoping to
keep
get.
it.
I was hoping to get some pets together.
Oh.
We
hang
could have
around.
brought that
We'll-
out.
We'll figure that out.
All right.
You have to come back.
I'm not coming back.
Ever?
No, this
This
is one
is
shot.
Dude.
This is one shot deal, man. You guys should TiVo this or something.
Wow. Events. Happenings.
Do it.
Stuff to do.
All right, so the event we have coming up is Toypocalypse 2. It's Future Tro.
Future Retro.
Future
Fut-
Tro.
Retro.
Futuro. Second annual show,
you're
but it's
missing-
by the Four Horsemen, showcasing action figure work seldom seen outside their studio. It'll be held at the Toy Tokyo Underground in New York City during the week of February 10th. You can check out more info at fourhorsemen.biz.
Nice.
And that's the week of February 10th because Valentine's Day is always Toy Fair.
What was that?
so
What
you
was
may-
that website again?
Good old Toy Tokyo.
Fourhorsemen.biz.
Four Siemens.
You said
Semen.
semen.
Wow. Good
If
old
you want
Toy
a funny,
Tokyo.
if you want a funny comic on that, go back many toy breaks.
All right, that's it. Let's wrap this
That's
episode
it.
up.
Coupons. Don't forget you can save money with the coupon code TOYBREAK10 for 10% off at tilty.com, button-lab.com, and the rustednailgallery.com. And also the code TOYBREAK, all one word, for 15% off at funkrush.com and 20% off at octobertoys.com. As always, you can visit the heart, the hub, the home of Toy Break at toybreak.com, where you can download paper toys, you can get show notes for everything we talk about, links to these guys' works and podcasts.
Your
you
websites
heard.
again, sket-1.com, kanokid.com. You guys...
I like how you point like they're going to talk and then you just said it.
Well, I was going to have them say it.
I like that
That's
you said
perfectly fine.
coupons and not coupons.
It doesn't
Thank
have a
you.
Q in it.
No, you said coupons. I don't like when people say coupons.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Save
Maybe
that
I'll come
for
back now.
your herd show.
Yeah.
Save that gem.
Also, if you say caramel, stop it. It's caramel.
Unless you're from Carmel, New York, then it's Carmel.
Cut it out.
Sorry, buddy. It's New York.
Cut it out.
Don't forget you can call and leave us a voicemail, 818 Am I Good? You can email us at info@toybreak.com. You can keep up with us on Facebook at facebook.com/toybreak. You can watch our briefs and full episodes at youtube.com/toybreak. So many wonderful gems on there outside of just the Toy Break content. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Aileen Gaspar.
At George Gaspar.
At Sket-One.
At kaNO.
And that's it. So let's see, you've been on before, so should we let kaNO
Yeah,
do
definitely.
it? Can
What am
you-
I going to say?
So can you just tell the viewers, and now here's your Toy Break, but however you want to do it.
All right.
He's got to get into this.
No pressure. All right, let's go. Are we ready?
Oh, ready?
Yeah.
All right. And now, Toy Break.